Hey guys, how you doing today? Welcome to the channel. I want to talk a little bit today about marketing and what type of marketing is best for you and your company. Obviously to start out, everybody's got to have a website nowadays. That's kind of a no-brainer. If you don't have a website, it's one of the first things you gotta get going. It doesn't cost you a lot of money if you want to do one yourself, but you can always have it done by a professional. You could probably get them done for anywhere from a few $100 and up. You could even go to a site called Fiverr and have somebody make one for you on there. Obviously, the more money you spend, probably going to get a little better quality site. But you can also do them yourself pretty easily without spending a lot of money. GoDaddy and Wix, they have some pretty easy to use programs on their sites where you can put them together without a lot of knowledge. The majority of the marketing that I wanted to talk about today is the type of marketing that you can do either if you have not a lot of money or if you have money to market with. If you don't have a lot of money to market with in the beginning, then you're going to want to do stuff like door knocking, flyers. That type of stuff is very inexpensive. Door knocking, you're going to have to knock on the door and converse with the customers. And I will say that's the best way to do it because you're engaging the customers. They get to meet you, look at you. You can ask them what type of services they might be needing. If they need any, you can tell them what you offer. Face-to-face contact with a customer is always the best way to sell your services. Some people are probably scared to knock on doors, but it's something that after you do it a handful of times, you'll get better and better and better at it, and you can definitely grow a business doing that. Even today, I know some people think that door knocking is dead, but it's not. It's really not. You can pick up a lot of customers by doing that if you go at the right time. Obviously the spring is going to be your best time of the year to pick up customers. Not to say you can't pick up customers any other time of the year, but spring is definitely your best. The other thing you could do if you're scared to death of knocking on the doors is you can just pass out flyers. Get some flyers printed up. They don't have to be real fancy in the beginning. Obviously you want them to look professional, but the more professional they look, the more serious people are going to take you. Obviously if you just whip something up in 10 minutes and it looks like a little kid did it, then they're not going to have too much confidence in the work that you're going to provide. So you want to do a good job on it no matter what you're doing. Make sure it looks professional. It doesn't have to be full color. They can get expensive. You can do a single color flyer that will look professional. I've done that many times. Early on in my career, when I didn't have a lot of money to spend, we would pass out, I don't know, I think each guy was doing around, I think we could do around 500 a day you could pass out, and that's hustling, man. You're beat at the end of the day. Door knocking, you're not going to hit as many houses per day, but you're going to actually get to talk to some people. Obviously I'd say door knocking, one, if you really can't talk to people like that, if you're too scared, then you can do flyers. If you have some money to spend, then you could do postcards. Postcards work. They can get pricey. You can do EDDM, every door direct mail. That's one way to do them. If you're doing a bulk postcards, then you can do that, and it's fairly economical. But postcards, obviously, the more you spend on them, the more you want to do. If you want to send out 5,000 of them, you're talking $1,500, or more, in that range, even to just do EDDM. If you want to Google that and see what that is, I'll probably do videos on that in the future. If you've already got a website up, which hopefully you do, once you get it up, you can start spending some money on advertising, because the website's no good if nobody knows it exists. You need to do some advertising to get people to the website. So you either got to do Google AdWords, or you can do Facebook ads. Those are a couple ways to get paid traffic and get people to visit your website and actually see what you do. I'm sure there's ways to do that where you can get training online to do the Google ads or the Facebook ads. I kind of just learned it as I went. I have taken some Facebook courses to learn how to do the Facebook ads. But Google AdWords and Facebook ads are, two ways to drive traffic to the site to get some customers. And you can target your local areas, so you're not sending advertisements all over the world. You can just target it right for your own city or your own zip codes that you want to run in. You can target all that stuff right down to your area. So that's a way to get people to your website online. I don't know, there's also some online lead generation lead sites where you can buy leads. One of them is called Thumbtack. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Thumbtack. That one, their prices have went up. They used to be a lot cheaper. They're a little bit higher now. They're starting to catch up with the pricing of some of the other ones like Home Advisor. Home Advisor is real pricey. They charge you a few $100 to get started, and then their leads are, I haven't gotten any. I haven't bought lawn mowing leads there in a long time, but the lawn mowing leads, I think were $15-20. I can't remember exactly. The landscaping leads are like $30, $40, $50, $60. It gets pricey quick, and they can send you multiple leads per day if you don't keep your budget down. You can blink your eye, and next thing you know, you're dropping $400 or $500 a month with them or more. So Home Advisor is it can get real pricey, and I've went off and on with them. Sometimes I've used them, sometimes I haven't. Obviously, as soon as you get too busy to take on more work, you can just turn them off, which is nice. Angie's List, I've never had. I actually have quite a few good reviews on Angie's List, but I've never actually had any luck like spending money advertising with them. But some people swear by it. I know guys who get tons of work from it. I have gotten some, and like I said, I've got a bunch of really good reviews on there. But I haven't had really any luck spending any money on them as far as advertising. So, Angie's List is good. If you, some people can really kill it with Angie's List. Depends on the area you live in. Where I live in New York, it's somewhat internet, savvy. But when I used to live in Atlanta, everything, all my work came from the internet in Atlanta. It was amazing the difference in the two areas where you could spend a little bit of money on the internet in Atlanta and kill it. And I'm sure a lot of the bigger cities are like that. The where I am in upstate New York, my town isn't that big. But when I lived in Atlanta, it was unbelievable how quickly you can grow a business in a bigger city. There is a real big difference between the cities that you're in. It's tough because you see these guys are doing millions and millions and millions of dollars in some of these big cities, and they make it look easy. When you are in a smaller market, you have to work harder. There's no doubt about it. There's no sugarcoating it. Can you do that? Can you do $1 million in a smaller market? Yes, you can. Not a question. There's but it's not as easy. Not as easy as the guys in the big markets who throw out a few ads and they fill up a route quickly. But it can be done, and I've done it. So that's, as far as marketing goes, I just want to do a quick video. I'll probably do some videos in the future breaking down each one of these options in more detail. But right now I wanted to give you guys a few ideas of what you can do if you got a few bucks to advertise with, or if you don't. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button down below, and also subscribe if you haven't yet. If you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching.